Hey everyone, welcome to the Seeds of Success podcast, hosted by Dottie San Martin and myself, Orly Rivera. This show is your weekly dose of knowledge, insights, and actionable tips to transform sinners into striking successes. Whether you're a seasoned industry professional or just stepping onto the lanes, we've got you covered. Dottie, it is almost September, which means my birthday, one of the most important days of the year.
Hey, that's right. That's right. It's a special day for everybody, whether you're young or old. And I'm not implying, but I'm just saying, yes, birthdays are definitely a time to celebrate. And people are looking for places to go celebrate, right?
Oh, all the time. I see people in my Facebook, like neighborhood chats or neighborhood groups, whatever you call them, and town groups. It's always like, hey, does anyone know where's a great place to have a birthday party for a 5-year-old? Or where's a great place to have a birthday party for, my son, he's turning 18. And I know a great place, a bowling center. Whether you're turning 1, whether you're turning 2 and you don't even know what's going on yet, but your family can celebrate, or whether you're turning 100 years old, right? I think a bowling center is a great place to have a birthday, no matter the age.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the nice thing about it is it allows for everybody to participate at some level. So you can still have a great time. You don't have to be a great bowler. It's all about the experience that you're having, right? So definitely, we use that word a lot, but really we are delivering experiences. That's what we're doing. We're creating those magical moments, right?
Yeah. I was going to say one of the great things too, talking about having a birthday party, once you have all those people in there, one thing I know I always get is you get the parents that come or the grandparents that come that always say the same thing. There's so many of them that say, man, I haven't been into a bowling center in a long time, or man, I haven't bowled for a long time. And that's the perfect opportunity to get them to get out there on those lanes or just see how many people are having fun. And, I know we're talking about birthdays, but that just gets those people back in there, or maybe gets them to celebrate their birthday there. You never know, but it's a great opportunity to promote what you have in your center.
Yes, you're very right. And, and we talk a lot about opportunities when we work with customers individually, but birthday parties are a great opportunity. If you do a birthday party in your center, and you do it well, where you have done something that just exceeds their expectations and they walk out and they're just talking about it and what a great time they had, that's going to bring that customer back. That's going to bring the person that coordinated it back for another event because they've had such a great time. And the guests will want to come back and they will want to have their parties there. So it's got a ripple effect, right? So there's birthday parties are big deals in entertainment venues. And if you do them right and you plan, that can be just a great source of revenue. So what we want to talk a little bit about on today's episode is, and we can have a whole podcast on delivering the experience, right? And so we want listeners to make sure they stay tuned in because we will be doing another episode about delivering that experience and what you can add to those experiences to make them over the top, plussing them. And you're going to also hear us talk a lot about that in future episodes as well. But anyway, this time of year, as you said, Orly, we are almost into September and kids go back to school this time of year. So in this industry, we typically see a surge in birthday parties when school starts back. You may be thinking, why is that? Well, in the summertime, a lot of times kids don't have access to all of their classmates. They may not have an email. They don't know how to get in touch with them. So we see a rise in birthday parties when school goes back because they now have access to be able to invite all their friends, right?
Yeah.
Even some schools require you, if you're going to give out invitations in the classroom, you have to give out to everybody.
Exactly. That's a big change from when I went to school, because me, I might have been like, I want Bob to come. I want Sarah to come. I don't know if I want Dottie to come. She's kind of mean to me. But nowadays it's like, you're told, they say if you're going to hand it out during school hours, there needs to be one for everyone in the class. And if not, you need to hand it out off campus, which is really crazy. But hey, everything's different these days.
Yeah. So what I really want to concentrate on in today's episode is what can we be doing right now to prepare ourselves for that busy birthday party season for youth. Now, we have birthday parties all year. We can have adult parties all year because adults have ways to communicate with their friends. So today we really want to be talking about what do we need to be doing to prepare for the surge in kids' birthday parties, right?
Yeah. One thing I think stands out to me that I know you have to have, and I learned this more from you, to be honest, was a dedicated person or people to run your birthday parties, because if, and that goes back to scheduling because, again, you have, Dottie, she's kind of mean. I don't know if I want her running my birthday parties, or you might not think that where, oh, nice Cindy Lou here is perfect with kids. She's great. Everybody loves her. We got to make sure she's there on the weekends doing all the birthday parties. She's there. They want to come back and have birthday parties because Cindy Lou is helping us. You know what I mean? So that was an important thing I know that you taught me once I started working with you about a dedicated birthday party host.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are centers that don't have the resources to be able to have well, you know me, my favorite term for a birthday party hostess is the ambassador of fun. That's a great title because that's exactly what a birthday party hostess is doing. They're coordinating the fun, right? There are some bowling centers that their front desk person is responsible for executing all their birthday parties. If that is you, make sure that person that is scheduled to work on the days with birthday parties, it has the right personality and that you're setting that proper expectation. And so if you are a center that has birthday party hostesses or ambassadors of fun, definitely check your staffing, make sure that you have enough for that busy season, make sure that they're properly trained. I always like to do a refresher course right before we get into our busy season to set the proper expectations, to also check with them and find out, do they have the proper shirt? Does it look nice? Do they all have name tags? And then also kind of challenging them to create a signature when they're hosting a party. So some of them have little games they like to play. That actually is great when you can create that type of a signature for the hostess, because that's adding something unexpected to the event. And
when you have somebody that something stands out about them, people remember that, not to get off subject, but in California, when I lived in California growing up, and I don't know if you ever been there, you ever heard of the place Casa de Fruta? It was on the way up to I believe San Jose, San Francisco. It was this area that had a couple little rides for kids. They had a candy store, and then they had a breakfast place people would eat. There was a guy there I saw him on the world news once. He was a cup flipper. So he had a mug on a little, on the little glass thing, and he would flip the mug, and he was known. I mean, I know that kind of sounds weird, but you said it's something signature. You never know if you have a certain game that you like to play or a certain thing you do when you greet your birthday party guests in, they're going to remember that. And with that guy, he was world known. I mean, your birthday party host might not be world known, but you never know. Something catchy that they do. Yeah, it might just catch the attention of people and cause people to want to come in there. I mean, that's the perfect example of things going viral these days. You see something and all of a sudden it's everywhere. Everybody knows about this person. So you just never know.
You're right. And you would be surprised at some of the talents that these young kids have these days, and again, it's making it unique. But it's also good because if they can create a signature for themselves, people are going to then say, hey, I want Orly to be my host because he made origami, origami animals for all the guests, or he tied balloons in the shape of a shark. So definitely take a look at who you have on staff. Put something together as far as a refresher course for those that are coming back and doing it again, making sure that you're setting those proper expectations. Another thing is make sure that you've got your party supplies, that you've got all your party supplies you're fully stocked up. If you haven't changed your party setup recently, think about doing that. Create a new look, a new feel, get different plates or whatever. Those people that do have their parties year after year, they're wanting something fresh. So consider looking at new options. Same thing with your marketing material. Have you had the same flyer for 10 years? Well, maybe it's time to look at it. Maybe change it up. What are your packages including? Look at your pricing. Make sure you're still okay on pricing. Prices have gone up on food. Do you have any new food options you want to add in there? Look at all of that ahead of time and make sure that you have everything in place. What packages are selling? What packages aren't selling? If they're not selling, revise them, take them off, offer something new. Those are things that can be going on right now to prepare you for a successful season. Do you have plenty of small balls? Lightweight balls?
I was going to say that. I was going to say, you're probably tired of hearing us say this because we say it a lot, but do you have small balls and do you have shoes for enough for a birthday party? You don't want to have, you got to think about it. If it's my birthday party, I'm second grade, I'm bringing in 30 other second graders. We're probably going to have close to the same size foot. If you only have, 2 pairs of a size 3 or something, you might want to expand your shoe sizes, your inventory of shoe sizes, because you can't have only 3 kids wearing shoes and then the rest are like, how are we going to bowl? So
100%. The other thing that you should be doing now is taking a look at your system that you have in place. What features am I going to offer on my birthday parties now? Those of you that have Neoverse Wall, how am I going to incorporate the Neoverse Wall into making this experience an amazing experience? That should be going out in your marketing message. That should be going out to your Kids Bowl Free that came in for all the freebies this summer. Now you're going to make sure that you have the language in your email and your social media that showcases why your parties are unique. Can you imagine seeing your child's picture up on the LED Neoverse wall? Wow. That's something that you definitely need to be able to promote. So make sure that your marketing material is up to date. And again, find the reason that makes your party unique and make sure that you're promoting that as well. Also, as we mentioned too, do you have any new food items that you want to add to your birthday parties? Now's a good time to be doing that as well.
And Dottie, for those people listening today, we have something for them that's going to help them when it comes to birthday parties, right?
Yes, we do, Orly. We talk about all these wonderful things to do, but I want to leave our listeners, and if there will be a link in the comments. If you look down, you can download or you can click on the link and you will be able to get 5 actionable things that you can do today to prepare your center for those talk of the town birthday parties, the ones that we're talking about that everybody wants to go to your center to have. So we're going to leave you with 5 actionable things that you can do today. So as soon as you get done listening to this, click on the link, request your actionable things, and we're going to help you set up to be the talk of the town.
I feel like we're on, what is that called when they're selling stuff on TV? Like QVC or something? And Dottie, how much is this going to cost them?
It's going to cost
Zero.
Nothing. It's going to cost them nothing. So yes, Orly, it's just an exciting time of the year in the entertainment industry. And we really want to help our customers make the most of what they have. And when we can help by giving you a few reminders or a few tips, that's what it's all about. So any closing thoughts you want to leave the customers with or the listeners?
Should I give the address where they could send gifts for my birthday? That's the only thing I was thinking.
I think it's time to go now, folks. I think it's time to go. Well, listeners, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to you tuning in next week for another episode of Seeds of Success as we equip you with more practical tips, ideas, and trends that'll help you grow and achieve new levels of success. Remember to share and subscribe to our podcast. The more seeds you plant, the bigger the crop. Until next time, listeners, keep growing your business one happy customer at a time.